What's good? This is Taylorean.
And this is Timothy.
And we are the TNT Podcast.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all follow our podcast Instagram page at TNT Podcast for all of our content. You can also listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. All links will be in the description. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Shout out my wife with the
Yeah, for sure.
with the sweaters, you feel me?
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
That's fire. I got to get one.
For sure.
Oh, bro. Yeah. I gotta
Shout
get
out
one of
my
them.
wifey.
One of the best songs on
Shout
the
out to
album, man.
wifey.
Appreciate that.
Look, man. Yo, we ready?
Ready, man?
All right. Welcome to the TNT Podcast. This is your boy Timothy. I am one half of the TNT Podcast. Of course, I got my brother here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, sir. This is the other half of the TNT Podcast, Taylorean. And yeah, man, we back, bro.
We back.
We back, man.
How good does it feel to say that?
Bruh.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. We haven't said that in a long time. We got a special guest. You know what? Special is not. That's not even a good enough term. We got a multifaceted,
Man.
talented. I'm telling you, this man does everything. We've been following this man. Actually, I learned about this man from you. You put me on. You put me on.
So a little bit of backstory. This is my bro from high school.
Wait, before you do that, this is the first time back. I got a new segment. We got a new segment. It's called This Nigga Knows Everybody.
No, I don't, bro.
Because every guest that we've had on the podcast, you knew them some way, shape, or form, or like in passing in some way, shape, or form. So this nigga knew everybody. How did you meet? Well, first we got to introduce the guest.
Yeah. Introduce, yeah.
Sideshow Tylt. We got Sideshow Tylt in the building. This is a dope individual, man. I can't wait for y'all to hear this conversation that we're about to have today. But yes.
So backstory, high school. That's how we know each other. Basketball. Couple grades ahead of me?
Yeah, I was 2010, you 2012?
Yep. So couple grades ahead of me. So same coach, around the same coaches, playing basketball. Probably we would run scrimmages, stuff like that.
Man, same wavelength.
Yeah,
This dude was always like, I wasn't one of those guys that would try to go above and beyond. So me and him, we was like, we can hoop. We ain't finna go out there and do that. We can hoop though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like speaking of hooping, like last night we was with Darius. I was with Darius.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, so it's like we was around Darius. We was around.
So you probably know Antonio too, right?
Antonio.
Okay. And Jonathan.
Shout out
1845. Oh yeah.
Shout out to
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
Darius, Darius, Antonio, Jonathan. So it was more like
Nate,
a MacArthur type of thing. So I knew him just seeing him every day in basketball. So that was really just how we.
Just good people.
Yeah, and then afterwards, I don't think it was like a little while we didn't like talk, but then I think got on social media. I was seeing he was putting out music when he was in college.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
What was it? The Circle.
Yeah, in the Circle.
So
Shout out to Circle.
he
Still
was
the
releasing
Circle.
songs, and like I was hearing, I was like, bro, you snapping. I'm gonna share this, and it would be like on Twitter. He was like, I appreciate the share, bro. So I was just like,
Yeah,
since
man,
that,
it's just been love, bro.
been
That's
tapping
so
in with
dope.
the music. So
Everything comes full circle for real.
yeah, man.
For real. So you graduated before both of us because we're class of 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
2010.
2010.
He was class of 2010.
Okay, so you got a little bit more wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit more wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. How was Thanksgiving? How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Man, blessing. It was a blessing to be with family, man. Just to get around each other and just cherish the moments that you get. Been very big on just enjoying the moment. So big to spend a lot of time with my people.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
I had a great Thanksgiving. Went to my cousin's house, got a plate. Went to my sister's house, got a plate. You know what I mean? Just kind of making my rounds. And, yeah, man, it was great, bro. Just family, friends. It was a good time. What about you, bro?
Yeah, same here. Jumping around from my family, my wife's family. Her dad actually came in town, so we were with them for a little while. We're still actually celebrating Thanksgiving, so we gotta do her mom's side of the family today. So Thursday we were with my family, her dad's side of the family. Yesterday we were with her dad again, and then today we're gonna be with her mom's side of the family. So I'm jumping around all over the place.
Been a busy man, bro.
Yeah, as soon as we get done with this, that's where I'm headed to after this.
Question is, who got the best food?
Oh man, you just gonna put me on the spot like this.
My bad.
You just gonna put me on. You gonna put me on the spot. Nah, if I had to say who has the best food, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to make nobody mad. I don't want to make nobody mad.
You gotta leave that one saying everybody's food good.
Everybody's food is good, man. So where y'all want to start today? Y'all want to start with the album? What we gonna do?
Man, we can just go ahead tap in with the album, man. Bro, great project, bro. I'm talking
the Lofi Vibe Show, man. The Lofi Vibe Show. So you actually like push projects out like every year, right?
Yeah, I try to keep it consistent about every 9 months or so. Sometimes I'll take a little break, do 18 months, give myself a little time to breathe and let my brain think, let life happen first. So.
Man,
okay.
Because honestly, this to me so far is your best project.
Yeah, man, I try to get better with time.
Bro.
I thought my very first one, the Sideshow, was decent. It was me trying to find a footing, getting used to my producer, and then the second joint, Well Seasoned, did really well. Level Up was nice in between, but I feel like this one is even better than Well Seasoned. So.
Okay. And you stick with the same producer as Frank.
Yeah,
right?
Shout out Frank, man. Shout out Frank. And I sprinkle a couple guys here and there. Shout out AJ. Shout out Drill. Just a couple of dudes that I know that honestly former students that like to produce, so I try to put them get them involved so they can get rapped involved. You know what I mean?
Dope, yeah.
So we try to keep everything intimate. So I like to put people on, so it's cool.
I love it, man. I love it.
Every time I hear Frank on the keys, y'all, I'm like,
man, you already know.
Shit, he about to go.
You already know, man. Frank,
go.
That's my dude, man. Shout out Frank 3 AM, man. Does a lot of production in the city. D Gotti, just countless others, Cozy, countless artists that are just really booming right now. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I guess my first question would be, so you got a song on there called "Best of Me."
Yes, sir.
And my first question would be, how do you give the best of yourself in balance being a coach, dad, father, teacher, and MC all in one? Because you multifaceted.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you give yourself to all of those at like such a high level? Like,
I mean,
how do you find the energy for that?
Honestly, you run out of energy.
Man,
you run out of energy. It's like I'm a high battery guy. Like I go all in every time I do something. I put my everything into everything, which is why I say I give the best of me.
Yeah.
But there's times where you obviously are drained, and luckily I got a good village and good support to back me.
Oh yeah,
on that.
you need that.
My wife, my daughter, my mom's, my brother. Just my friends in general. I got good people to support me when I am down. But I just go out there, man, and I say, if I don't give my best effort, then what am I doing it for?
Yeah.
I think I've always had that mentality, and sometimes it's got overlooked. But regardless, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put my best effort out and just do everything I can to meet the requirements I got out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you find time? Because you have a lot going on. So how do you do you have a schedule? Like, I'm gonna record this day, I'm gonna do this day. Like, what's your schedule look like?
Nah, man, we don't go on no schedule. Like when you telling me like to book, when you telling me to book, I was like, all right, man, I ain't got. All right, let's get this weekend right here. We ain't got no holidays,
right?
But I really I'm gonna go with the flow type of dude, and a real big part of me is taking like mental breaks and taking time to myself. And if you listen to an old song I got called Downtown, I really go into that and just voice the fact that I need to take some time for meditation. However you do that, everybody has a different method. Some people pray, some people stretch, some people work out, some people sit back and watch anime in their garage, and that might be me, or
but while
I'm doing
with you right there, I got an anime question coming.
Right. And while I do that, I sit there and I write. And sometimes I'll write verses, and sometimes I don't write verses. Sometimes I write a couple lines, and I'm like, I'm gonna build on that later when I get the beat. And then I get the beat from Frank, and it's like, all that stuff I wrote, I don't want none of that. Let me do something brand new. And it's like, and then sometimes it just flows. And I got to capture a lot of that with my cousin Julian at the studio, because he was able to get a lot of behind the scenes. Man, I did some tracks without even looking at my phone. I just let me just go in and run it. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up. Are you like one of those people that's like a real big self-critic? Like, you criticize yourself? Because I criticize myself a lot. I'm a perfectionist.
I am too.
I want to make sure everything that I do is perfect and presentable for the people that I'm about to give it to. Are you?
I'm not gonna say. I can't say I'm a real big one. I hold myself to a standard.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I want to make sure I'm doing the things necessary in order to reach that standard. Now, I can go above and beyond that standard anytime I want, but never will I go below that standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't put myself in a position to where I'm not doing good enough for myself.
Yeah. Right.
I can't, but I also can't let the perception of everybody else, pour down on what I'm doing. Like, man, y'all don't like what I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
As long as I fully trust what I'm doing, I'm good.
Yeah. That's dope. And it rubs off on your music too, because you have a lot of like positive, just like the stuff you talk about in your music is real positive. You're real uplifting. You talk about I'm big on self-love. Like, you have to love yourself first. I think loving yourself first is most important.
Yeah.
So going back to the album, how long does it normally take you to like finish the entire process of an album? Like writing, recording, all of it? Coming up with the artwork, everything.
Yeah. Shout out Luke Watson on my artwork, man. He's been doing it since 2013.
Yeah, I love the art.
Dope. Seize the moment. Since then, 2012. But no, really, I would say 9 months. Because whenever the last project finishes, I drop that, push that for a good 3 months, 3 to 5, 3 to 6 months, whatever. But by the tail end of that drop, like probably in January, I'm going to start writing again. I'm gonna start getting some beats again. I'm gonna start dropping a couple singles in March and April. Do a couple shows, stuff like that. Then to come around in May, I'm starting to really get in the process. So right now I got 3, 4, 5 songs done. But I'm like, I don't want to put that out yet. I don't want to release that. And maybe I need to do a better job of releasing one at a time, sprinkling here and there. But then by June, man, I'm in my bag, and it's like, all right, let's finish this. I could really drop like 20 songs, but I'm like, let me just go ahead and give them 10. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, and let me find a type of style of sound. That's that July to August before I drop. Okay, I can be like, hey, let me go ahead and get them bars the whole album, or I can go ahead and give them some melody. What do I want to portray in the album? And then and then afterwards is really the big push. That's probably 6, 7 months in. Afterwards is that okay, do we want to do a show? Do we want to do merch? Do we want to get videos of? Like, what do we want to put our funds into? Well seasoned, I put my funds into features with Key, that man Key from Atlanta, and then I put my funds into doing videos with like the girl V, who's been killing it out in Dallas. Right. You know what I mean?
We were just talking about her.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And just doing some stuff like that. Shout out Adi, I did a video with him as well, and just trying to build some visual aspects of it. And so then it repeats. And it's like, hey. Do I want to do it again? Can I do it again? Yes, I can. I know I got the ability, so I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean?
So that's wild, because now I'm wondering. So like, do you ever like experience like any type of like writer's block ever, or are you just constantly...
Man, my wife could attest to this the best. I don't ever stop, bro.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
I could rap. I'm not gonna do it right now. I could rap the entire. I used to walk around campus in college and just be like freestyling. Man, nothing in my ear, just like rapping. Yeah. But that's just me though. Like, my mind is constantly thinking, and I got an incentive in creative writing. I like words. Words flip off the mind, and I see purpose, and I observe a lot, and I like to bend it. I like to bend it and tweak it.
Yeah, I could tell, man, because you was rapping on this album like the Rent was due, bro.
Oh yeah, man, it's always due.
You was going crazy.
Nah, look,
it was going crazy.
You had a line. You said, "Sideshow, I follow the river. If you're not listening, you in denial."
Oh yeah,
dog. Come on now, you in denial,
come on, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Come on,
man.
Come on, bro. So you are from a cloth where you like, or you're into lyrics.
Yeah,
you're a lyricist. So I'm gonna take this back. What was the first thing or the first song that you heard that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna rap? Like, who inspired you, and where did it start?
So
great question.
Crazy. It's not even like an artist. Like, I it's still hard for me to say like who my favorite artist is right now. My brother, man. My brother used to rap. My brother could go. My brother could spit. And we from the East. I'm from Virginia, so. He was rapping. Okay. He's like freestyle cypher, blah blah blah.
Something different in Virginia.
It's a lot of legends from Virginia.
Yeah,
Virginia water.
The DMV, man. DMV is very different. But my brother, we grew up in a rough area, but my brother could just rap. And then our families got separated a little bit. And, things happened. We came back together, and I want to say I was 12 or 13, and I went to Arkansas to visit my pops and my brother. And my brother was like, "Here's a notebook, man. Just write whatever come down to your mind." And like, he freestyled. I was like, "Yo." Okay, so I'm writing over here. I'm semi-automatics. I ain't got no guns. I'm 13 years old. You know what I mean? So we rap. I'm spitting though, and my brother hear me for the first time, and I'm like, that's good? He's like, no, you need to work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Kara Hinkson Stevens, man, 8th grade humanities teacher. She made us do a spoken word project. And I really loved that project. I don't know what it was about it, but my dad had just died, and I was like, man, I'm about to go in.
Yeah.
I was about to put everything down and like listen to my brother, like I'm gonna put it all down on the pen. So I put it all down, and I looked up, everybody's crying. It's like, okay, so I know what I can do with these words. Now I know how to manipulate these words, and I have the confidence to do it in front of people. So I just took that and kept going. High school, I was chill, but man, Karen Hingston and my brother, man, they really gave me that inspiration to go.
That's what's up.
That makes sense now. It's like, but it's so crazy. Like knowing you in high school, I wasn't expecting you to rhyme like that. That's crazy. Yeah. Like, cause you seem like so away from everybody. But then when you started rapping, I was like, dude is like,
no, you definitely sound like you care about the craft, because I feel like a lot of music, not to shit on the music that comes out now, but a lot of people don't really put a lot into what they're saying. And what you're saying is important to me. Like that's the most important part is what you're saying. How did you come up with the name Sideshow Tylt?
Okay, so usually my hair is not in braids. Shout out my wife with the twist. But I have a fro usually, you know what I mean? And for me, I've never been the focal point. You know what I mean? And I don't mind that. Like I'm not saying I'm a side character, but I've never been, and I've never wanted to be the center of attention. Like even when I hoop, I'm passing it off to somebody else to score. You know what I mean? That's just my mindset. That's my concept. I want to help other people get theirs, because by that I'm getting mine. And so, Sideshow is I'm on the side of the show. Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hair is crazy.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But
like,
it's all of that intertwined into one, because one, Sideshow Bob was never the main character.
Yeah.
He was always the sides of Krusty, even though he was a guy that
Simpsons,
really he was a guy that really brought that attention and that energy and that killer instinct really. That pun on words, because he wanted to kill Bart.
Yeah.
But I felt like I've always had that in me to be the main stage person if I wanted to, and I can be, but I'm just chilling on the side of the show doing my thing. You know what I
mean? Okay. So it's like you can get into that bag of like, I can be a superstar, but I don't want to just shed the light on me. I want to give other people platforms.
So it's almost like you're affecting people by not always directly affecting people, if that makes sense. Like you're still affecting
what music
them.
is.
Right,
exactly.
You're right.
But that's what music is.
I love it.
You're affecting people through what you are seeing and what you are saying.
Yes.
Yeah, because I relate to lyrics where people are talking about the everyday man. You know what I'm saying? So and that's why I feel like your lyrics are so relatable, because it's like people that are married, people that are going through depression, people that have kids, people that are teachers, rappers, just being in their head, just how you feeling on paper. So,
just normal human.
Yeah, man. Just like the everyday common man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like it's so relatable. But yeah, man.
So making music is obviously it's therapeutic for you.
Yeah, man. It's a release. It's an expression. Yeah. It's pleasant, bro. It's a way to connect with others. It's a way to voice yourself, to put your opinions out without being able to get any backlash. Like, if anybody was like, "Oh, the Lofi Vibe Show was trash," I don't have to read that. I don't have to listen to that.
Right.
But what I did know is I put my best effort into this art, into this craft, and somebody might appreciate it, somebody not. But that mean they listen to it, and that mean I'm winning right there. So
you know
what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. My next question is, so on Say a Little Less, you said the whole time I was going through depression. So I know we kind of spoke about it a little bit. So like, when you was going through that, how were you able to deal with that? It's just like putting out the music, going to like therapy, or just your circle?
I never did any therapy or nothing, man. I prayed. I prayed and meditated. Did a lot of leaning on my village. Yeah. And I wouldn't say it's depression per se, because I want to make it seem like I was going through this massive depression, because that is real. Yeah. But that's why I made that, because people are really going through
depression.
So a lot of my music isn't always, this is Sideshow Tylt's life. It's a lot of perspective of what I've observed. I deal with a lot of lives in the classroom and in the gym. And just on my daily, with my regular friends and family as well. and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that starts to weigh on you, and you smile through it, but at the same time, it weighs on you.
Yeah.
And so,
speak to the word village. You said your village, because this is something that I just learned. I was watching another podcast about a week ago, and they used the word village, and they were using it in a way where it's not necessarily like your family. It's just, it could be friends.
It
could
takes
be just
a village to raise a child,
right?
And when they would say that, they mean your mom, your dad,
man, that's your neighbor.
Yeah.
It's the people that cultivate
man.
who you are. You know what I mean? The people that pour into you. For me, that's my boy JB. That's my cousin Julian.
Yeah.
That's my wife, obviously.
That's us, bro.
That's my boys at the school. That's y'all. The
know what
folks that's at my video. The people that are putting themselves in position for me to put myself in position.
Yeah.
And we do that shit together. You know what I mean? That's the village. Just to, that's my inner circle.
Yeah,
that's what's up,
yeah, man. Yeah,
look at y'all teaching me stuff.
That's our circle.
Y'all teaching me.
I like that's our circle. You know what I mean? Like this, just our people. I was like, that's the village. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I never really like heard that. Well, I've heard that term used, but like y'all are family. Y'all are family. Like y'all are my family. Like my family is my family, but my friends are also my family.
Exactly.
So I look at it that
that's
way.
The village. You know what I mean? It goes outside of just blood relatives. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing I've realized. Like, I love all my relatives, but you choose family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I start to realize that, and I'm hearing a lot of that in this album. Like it's like your village, it's they helping you through all the stuff that you're going through and talking about in the album, because you got songs where you just snapping going off, then you got the songs that's introspective, the day to day, every day, how it is going through being an artist, teacher, all of that stuff. And so man, just hearing how you balancing all of that is just like it's amazing, man.
Yeah,
like,
appreciate it.
Does on Running It, you said you lost your dad early. Does that have something to do? Well, does that tie into the depression? Like,
nah.
Because I lost my dad when I was 19, so I related to that when you said that. It hit
but
me.
that's you know what I mean. That's it. It just weighs on you, man. Depression isn't like, hey, this is a direct cause. This is the implication of it. It's just this overall weight of it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you could be perfectly fine. That's why there's people that's perfectly fine all their life and they 40 years old and they clinically depressed now. Because they've gone through so much, even though they've been perfectly fine. Yeah. It's all weighing on them. And, that is a part of it, Just all the losses. That is what I'll equate depression to. All your losses combined into one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then your mindset and your space of mentality is fixated on it at that time, and now it's all on me. You know what I mean? And it's that definitely played a part in it. My dad died when I was 13. We weren't in the same household at the time. We split when I was 8, so I was already like, okay, missing that part. But my mom did a hell of a job, making sure that everything was taken care of for me. And my dad tried to do his best towards the end of coming and visit and having us visit, blah blah blah, blase. But he passed. Definitely broke me when it happened. I see the gaps of him not being there for sure, but not anything too major. Not as far as depression, man. I get more upset when I lose. You know what I mean? I lose. I lost my dad.
Yeah.
But when I lose, man, that weighs on top of that loss, and it triggers that other loss, and it's like triggering out. It's a chain reaction.
Yeah, it's a chain effect. Yeah.
And that's depression to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm glad that you're speaking on this because depression, I feel like it's not to be understood because everybody's experience with depression is different.
Yeah.
And I'm still like learning how to deal with loss because my wife lost her brother 2 years ago, and it's been tough. And I go to therapy. I go to therapy to try to do self work, to try to better understand how to like maneuver through certain things. And when I lost my dad, it was I was 19. I didn't really I feel like it's weird because it's like I didn't understand it when it happened. And after going to therapy, like now I'm starting to like piece things together, and now I'm starting to understand it and like the just a bigger picture of what because I went through the like severe depression in 2018. Like I was going through it like bad. So I don't know, man. I feel like everybody's experience is just different, and I'm glad to hear that people are actually speaking about that and that you're rapping about it, because I feel like that's something that more people need to hear. And and it's normal. Like you're normal. Exactly. If you dealt with depression, if you're going through depression, you are normal. That it's okay. You're okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But what was your favorite anime growing up? You have a lot of anime bars.
Yu Yu Hakusho, no doubt.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Not even growing up. Still.
He said still.
I got it on DVD, and I own it on Amazon Prime.
Oh man.
Oh shit. I can just watch it for free on Hulu and Netflix, man. I watched that. Man, Urameshi is a dog with it, but not to be. There's great others.
There's great others. Yeah, I was always an Inuyasha guy.
Inuyasha. That's the 90s. Yeah.
Trigun.
Yeah.
Of course, Dragon Ball Z.
I got on the anime train late. Super late.
Hey, as long as you got on it.
Welcome to the party.
As long as you got on it, that's all good.
Rock Lee.
Oh yeah. You had a Rock Lee bar. You had a Broly bar.
Oh, yeah.
You had a Broly bar. Look, I'm always listening for anime bars. Anytime there's an anime bar, I'm like, this was for me.
Yes.
So,
it be going over people's heads too. It's crazy.
Exactly, man.
We had the privilege of being in our first music video.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For the guys. Shout out to is it
the girl V?
The girl V.
Shot that,
okay, shout out to her. How did you link up with her? How did that happen?
We linked up way back, but that's just been a homie for a minute, man. The V is just a cool person. She's always looking out for others. You know, she's doing some big time things.
Man, yeah, she's like
seeing her, man,
with Charleston White. Like she's doing a lot of stuff. Shout out
even
to
more than that, she got what's in the FYB.
Oh yeah.
J-Man.
I've been seeing that too.
I be seeing her stuff, man. I'm like, she doing some things.
She is doing a lot of things in Dallas, but she still take time to reach out to the homies.
I love that, bro. I love that.
And she's always gonna rock with me. And I always rock with her, man. No matter what, she got my back on a lot of stuff, and it just captures a lot of what I'm trying to do with my music. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah, man. I think it was a question I had about that video.
Yeah. Like, what was because we had the balloons, the elevator. Like, what was the treatment?
The whole concept there, and the whole concept of the album is we leveling up. I'm trying to go up, and this is for anybody. They're trying to move from where they are to a different platform, right? That's what y'all trying to take your podcast upwards. Everybody trying to elevate their game. Hence the album, Level Up. I want to level my life up. I want to level my rap game up. I want to level my wife up. I want to level my daughter up. You know what I mean? I want to level my friends up. And so
I love that.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to go and just do this myself, and a lot of people's mindset is I need to do this for me. No, you need to do it for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
The more you level up, and if you look at the people in the video, my friends, my family, my students, my cousin, you know what I mean? We my athletes are in that video because those are the people I want to level up. Yeah. I can't go up that elevator by myself.
Yeah.
But it's easier, and it's not that I can't go by myself, but it's going to be more enjoyable to go up with everybody.
Yeah.
And so as I'm handing out and activating, however I'm a part of their lives, I'm passing out the balloon that's activating their craft, their passion.
Oh, that's so dope.
And they become alive in a song. And if you notice, everybody's still, once they get the balloon out, they moving, they're a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now we all pursuing this vision of going upward. Then we get to the top, and it's like, now what?
That's wild because in that moment,
keep going.
That's wild because in that moment I didn't think about it like that. That's actually wild. That's what
y'all are part of the process.
I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, okay, I was like, everybody's dancing now that they got the balloon. Now that makes sense that the balloons.
It's like it gave us life. Kinda.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
man.
And then the release of the balloon is like, because everybody get to the top, and then what?
Man,
right.
Most people go down, but we release that balloon and we just let it keep going. That's the whole focal point, is keep going.
Because the thought process I had when you was just saying that was like, I don't know how people get to the top and just don't have their friends or don't have people. They just like, it ain't like less fun not having your friends around. Like, get to a certain level of like fame. I'm like, how do you?
It's like what you're saying, bro. Bring the village. Bring the village with you. That's important. Man. That's important.
I've shot videos on top of garages by myself, and that's not as fun as taking a video with all my people's on top of the garage.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
That's what's up. That's what's
I feel
up.
that, man.
So you, for all your music videos, you come up with like the ideas and the treatments, or do you collab with people?
I collab. I never do anything by myself. Anything I have, if it's a video that I'm doing with V, I run it by her. Shout out my girl Janella. She's out in Austin. She did my Mobbing for Crime video.
Okay.
She came up with
song.
the treatment for that. You know, I gave her like bits and pieces of what I was thinking. She took it, transformed it into something else. It was perfect. Adi tried to capture exactly what I wanted. My boy Julian, Late Vision, shout out him. He captured my last Rose Gold video. That's my cousin. He does a good job of capturing the moment as well. So, you know, all these people, they just do a good job of understanding what I'm saying, seeing what I'm saying in the music, and seeing what I'm saying in real life, and intertwining it and making it actual, you know, making it an actual product.
Come to fruition,
Yeah.
And what was the treatment for, or the message with the Rose Gold video? If you want to explain that.
I mean, we all got wants and needs and desires, right? That's what I said at the beginning of the song. So, you know, each person in that video is someone near and dear to me. Shout out Big J. That's an athlete of mine that I've been working with since he was 14. You know, he's a bigger dude, and you know, he's always got these things that he wants, and you know, I'm just gonna put him on blast right now. Jay had been getting cut from his varsity basketball team every year. Jay can hoop, big dude, 6'3", 6'4", maybe. I don't want to say his weight, but he's a heavy set dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he can't move as quick. Jay can shoot.
Yeah.
Jay can do everything else. He can handle the ball like a guard.
Yeah.
Jay keeps getting cut, man, and he just stayed at it. He was persistent. And this is after the Rose Gold video, but he tries out for his basketball team. Guess who makes varsity? You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, we all got these wants and needs and desires. Jay in the video was portraying the idea of, I want these shiny things. I want these, you know, these Rose Gold diamonds.
Yeah.
My boy AJ, he's a hooper too. You know, that dude is just gifted and just super gifted. Been on varsity since the freshman, can do everything.
Sheesh.
Playing at Louisville, averaging like 20 and 10 right now. He's about to go D1, man. That kid can go.
Going.
Yeah, he can go. And you know, AJ's big thing is he's always wanted that championship. You know what I mean? I want that big win.
Yeah.
You know, and and I feel like that speaks volume to everybody. Everybody wants that lucrative diamond, that jewel, that victory, the shiny whip, the upgrade in life.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what I was trying to capture in the video, is we all have that feeling, that desire, but what we gonna do to get it?
Yeah. Right.
So
yeah.
you can hear the hook and be like, oh yeah, shiny things, big old rocks, big old diamonds, big old watch, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you got to listen to the lyrics, because I'm really giving you the guide on how to get that.
Yeah.
And if you watch the video, you see me guiding those people in the video to those things.
Yeah.
They're coming to me with their issues, not because you have to come to me, but they happen to lean on somebody in their village.
Yeah.
And I happen to be able to show them, like, hey man, let's do this. Hey, let's go here. Let's just take a break from everything, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So my boy Big Deuce, he's the coach in the video. Just a really good friend of mine. He gets the Mega Million, and he wins the lottery, and he's been having car trouble, so he's upgrading his car from what it was to a shiny Benz.
Yeah.
AJ, he's struggling with his handle. He's frustrated with himself, coming off injury or whatever. Loses control of the ball. It rolls over to me. We chit-chatting or whatever. He's making bad decisions. He wants to drink sodas. I'm like, nah, you need to drink something healthy. Just kind of guide him, because that's what you do.
Stop drinking sodas,
Man,
y'all.
hey,
Listen.
Talking to myself, bro.
Electrolyte, what's up? Electrolyte, what's up with the deal, man? I need it. You know what we drinking. You seen the video.
Fam.
Yeah, blue and go dumb.
Yeah. You know what? I love that, man, because it sounds like it's like you pretty much giving people the essentials, just the guide. Yeah, the essentials, the guide to just get to a better life. I love that, man.
See, what do? I'm a teacher, right?
Yes, bro.
That's
you guide to you. You know what I mean?
And if you hear me in
You're
my
a
song,
coach.
I say stuff like this, like I'm guiding, like
You really you teaching in hip hop. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
KRS too, bro. I love it.
Hey, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
More melody. I fucking KRS.
I like
for
that.
sure.
That's what's up. So what is your version of a championship? Like, you have a line that says, I own myself, all profit off rap. Are you, like, what's the goal? Like, are you wanting to be more like independent? Is the end game to sign a major deal? Do you want all the accolades, the acclaim? Sure. Like, what, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, some money is always nice.
Hey, listen.
You feel me? Some money is always nice. So, you know, I don't have an end game. I don't have, and I feel like that's where you lose.
Yeah.
You put a cap on what you're gonna do, and it's like, now you have to set a new one. And if you're not motivated enough to set that new one, then it's like you're done. I don't have an end game. I like making music.
Yeah.
And if I'm running into some money along the way,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So
I like that mindset. That's a good mindset to have.
That's a great mindset to have, because it's like you just say what the end game is. It almost like it stunts your growth, and you don't know what the next thing will be. But if you just constantly,
and what if you get to the end game and it's not what you expected?
Right. Exactly.
You know, you can't live life like that. You can't put. I mean, it's not putting all your eggs in one basket, but when you got that egg in that basket, you can't put it in a situation where it's gonna crack easy.
Yeah, man.
You can't go into it like, oh, if I sign a deal, I'm gonna make this money. Now, what if they put me on a shelf? Or what if what if I blow it?
Yeah.
What if they don't like what I'm doing afterwards? You know what I mean? Or oh, I'm gonna go independent and I'm gonna just do shows. What if you ain't got no traction in other cities, bro? I'm gonna take what I get and I'm gonna give what I take. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just reciprocate that energy back, and I'm always reach for more. I'm gonna always go for more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By no means am I saying I'm gonna be a modest artist and just like stay in a bubble. Nah, bro, I got my plays going all over the globe right now. That's cold. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go and make some money. Because then I can put on for my family. Then my wife ain't got to work, and my kids can grow up happy. And I can be flexible with my living. And that's the whole goal. I want to live freely. That's the American dream, is to live freely.
Oh man, I can't wait till we put this out, cause no, he's preaching, man. He's preaching, because like I always ask artists, like, what are you doing it for? Because especially in rap right now, it's not, the business is not the same. There's not really any money. Streaming artists are not really getting paid money off of streaming.
Business I'm not worried about.
So it's just like it sounds like you have a plan. And it sounds like you know you have your head on straight. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
I agree. I just feel like if you just in it just for the money, it's gonna sound like you in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually love it, the money gonna come, you know what I'm saying? So I say just keep pushing like how you already have, like, you know what I mean? Because you rapping like the Rent do, man.
I got to.
Yeah, man, it's insane. Man, this production, bro, the features, even the features you had.
Shout out Coach Tev. Shout out Choice, man. Two of the best artists in the DFW.
Bruh,
sure.
Everybody snaps.
I need to get on their music because, man, I was literally...
Choice and ESO, bro, they've been dropping some crazy. And if you don't know who Coach Tev is, bro, that's crazy.
Bruh.
Coach Tev is... Yeah,
I'm learning.
The score was definitely one of my favorite joints. Bounce is probably my favorite.
Yes,
that's my favorite.
We can talk about that one.
Bounce.
We can get into our feelings and talk about it.
Let's that song. Let's do it. What was it like making that?
Man, Bounce is all about perspective.
Yeah.
It's not about it's not about shout out R. Kelly, but not shout out R. Kelly. You feel me? Shout out R. Kelly, but not shout out R. Kelly. Like, that was cold, but you're not him. I'm sorry.
Put my whip in autopilot. That's my shit, yo. I done played that so many times, bro. My wife, like, she heard that for the first time because, like, She's I think she does YouTube. Well, she doesn't do it right now. She's on break, but she does makeup videos.
Yeah.
And she made a playlist of songs that she's gonna use, and that was on there. I was like, I like to see that, yo. That's what's up. But my bad. Go ahead.
No, that's my jam, man. It's a mood song. Bounce was not made for me though. It wasn't made like this is what I went through. You know.
Yeah.
It's a feeling. Bounce is a feeling for me. Do love, you know, in parentheses, shout out to Wordplay Smith right there. Mankind, Cactus Jack, love. I say some things in there. You'll catch it you'll catch it if you're listening to it. But man, it's just about how you feel, man. And you know, when you are going through that loss, we're still talking about that. I'm still on that. The Lofi Vibe Show is the lo-fi, low frequencies in life, the low parts of life. We're talking about that in this album. And on this song, I'm really talking about, you know, how you feel after you go through it. You know, put my whip in autopilot, leave me alone. I'm trying to find my zone. You know, I'm trying to find me again. I'm gonna do the things I need to get there.
Yeah.
You know, and then I break, and this is just a process for it. And it's the process, I think, of anybody. You can put it in my shoes if you want, but this is the process you go through for anybody for that. I'm gonna break down these things I just went through, and I'm gonna put them into what I'm passionate for.
Yeah.
For a hooper, when they going through stuff at home, they about to go hard as hell at practice. You know what I mean? For anybody that's doing any type of work, when they're going through something, they're gonna try to use that as fuel. That's competitive drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I speak on that. Yeah, man. It's
Man, I love how you
This
broke
is
that
look.
down, man.
You make grown man music.
That's
That's,
what I'm
how I
saying,
feel,
man.
man.
It's-
You make grown man. Like if you're not in that certain mindset, you're not gonna get it. Like you're not gonna understand.
That's why I've been loving like Nas lately, because Nas is just making grown, and that's what he doing, man. I love that type of music. It's nothing wrong with the music that we got, like where you can party sometimes, but it's
and I got that.
You know what I'm saying. I need that sometimes, but it's like I need the grown man music that's kind of guiding me and like telling me about like something I can relate to. Something I'm going through on the regular, because it sounds
Black
like
men don't talk about mental health enough.
They don't.
Facts. No, bro.
We
say it again.
We don't.
Say it again.
Black men don't talk about
and
mental
you're
health.
doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love Earl so much. That's why, like, I'm an advocate for Earl Sweatshirt, bro. Like, I'm an advocate for Sideshow Tylt. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
why do you think that is? Why do you think black men don't speak about mental health? You have to be very careful with this answer.
Do you want me to go into my bag?
Yo, man.
Get into it. Okay. Get into it. We are gonna get into it. We gonna.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Systemically. That's how I'm gonna start this off.
We going here.
Yo.
Systemically, when you're put in a disadvantage as a culture, it's impossible for you to get back from that. If you take the side of the mountain off, you can't climb it. You know what I mean? So what they did was take the black father out of the household.
Yep.
That's
number one.
That's where it started. But then it continued. The problem is it started for sure. Systemically, it started systemically. You know what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah.
But the problem is, and unfortunately, the problem is the other part of it, systemically, and then the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is we let it continue, and we found reasons to let it continue.
Yep.
And when I say we, I mean African American men. We found reasons to let it continue by being absent in our household. Now, war, we get the people that had to go to war had to go to war. That's what had to happen, and Black Mama stepped up. Big things happened. You know what I mean? There was a lot of growth in that time period for families.
Yeah.
And then upon return, they were so used to being gone that they wanted to be gone still.
Yeah.
But the people that didn't go to war was like, oh, that's the mentality I gotta take. It's just like what people do with rappers. Oh, they doing that, I gotta do that too. They don't got to.
Yeah.
Well, they chose to, and so that left a big void.
Yeah.
And you could have feelings for mama, but when daddy come home, man, you better toughen up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always like that. My dad wasn't like that. He was a coach. My dad was like that to other kids. And because they didn't have that figure at home, and so he thought that's what he had to do to fill that void. When you see a lot of people without a dad growing up, it makes you question, okay, I have my dad. Am I okay? I'm okay. But you're not. You could have your mom, your dad, your brother, you know what I mean? There's people with perfect families that die, that commit suicide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have all of that. And in the black community, you can have everything and you can have nothing. But it's all about how you talk about it.
Yeah.
And if, dinner tables.
Yeah.
My family was huge on having, my mom she tried to keep it going even when our family broke apart. Hey, let's have family dinner. It just me and her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then we got to just digest and talk about our day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom was very, very lucky to have my mom because she was a military brat.
Yeah.
My pops was, my grandpops was an Air Force dude. You know what I mean? He was.
Shout out Air Force.
Yeah. Shout out Air Force.
Shout out Air Force.
Right. Yeah. And so, it comes down to you don't have that conversation ability at home.
Yeah.
Maybe Pops is gone. Maybe Pops is passed. Maybe Pops has moved out. Maybe Mom's is working multiple jobs. Maybe you don't connect with the other people around you because of the age gap.
Yeah.
Maybe there wasn't enough nourishment and enough being poured into. It all starts in the home.
Yeah.
And it starts with systemically.
Yeah.
Because we were taken out of the home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when that happens,
man.
when that happens, you can't expect to be able to talk about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's nobody to talk to, when there's nobody, and it sucks because it's not until we go to a school, and you can go to a school and see no one that looks like you.
Yeah.
I see it all the time where I teach. I have a few black kids, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a mainly Hispanic population. But when you don't see anybody that looks like you, you don't connect. What about the white kids there?
Yeah.
Man, luckily there's a couple white teachers there because if you don't see somebody you connect with, you feel empty and alone, and that loneliness will eat you alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with a lot of black men.
Yep.
Like especially black athletes. You get that loneliness of you're trying to reach a goal from a father figure or somebody that was a father figure, or you're trying to set a goal to be the best ever because you want to prove father wrong.
You're still trying to prove something to your dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That's a scary thing.
But if your dad is there, you can still be going through that.
Exactly.
It's just that you can be there and be absent. That's it.
Yeah.
You can be
Man,
there
I
and
was
be
just
absent.
that's literally what I was about to bring it to. I was like, you could be there and not be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
That was kind of my experience.
Yeah.
That was my experience a little bit. And I don't want to make it seem like my dad just was completely absent. It was just, I feel like my situation, like my mom was more so like forced to be this like super strong, powerful black woman who had to like work and
As
work.
they all are.
Yeah.
Yes, as they all are. All are.
To your point on that, I've heard women say they don't want to be all of that.
True.
They just felt like they had to because there wasn't a man there, and so I understand now. I understand when women say that now. Like they was like, I didn't want to be that. I actually want to love in a tender way and not have to carry so much weight.
Yeah.
Because
It's crazy because for me, because of that, because my mom doing all of that, it made me feel like I couldn't go to her to talk about anything because she was so strong. So it made me feel like as a man, I should be stronger than her.
Yeah,
in
like
a way.
you're not putting so much weight on her.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
issues.
Yeah, because you know,
it's hard, man.
Yeah, for a long time, like me and my mom, we have a great relationship, but there's just a lot of things that I didn't really understand. And she said to me not too long ago that the reason why things went the way that they went is because she wanted to make sure that I was good. She wanted to be able to take care of me and make sure that I was good. Because I feel like, I don't want to speak for y'all, but growing up, like sometimes you can, I don't know, you can have like a disdain for your parents, you know, because we're young, we don't understand things. And that's how it was for me for a long time. So just not feeling like I can go to my mom to talk about anything was my experience of dealing with depression, and like I can't talk. And still to this day, when me and my mom talk, like we still have conversations about this. Like I'm still learning all of these things. But no, like you were preaching just now, and man, this is
man. Please listen to this album.
Yes,
man. It gives you the. It gave you the guide, man. It's the essentials. I love it, bro. Like this. That's what I say to me. This is your best project. Like it just keeps getting better. I'm pretty sure the next one probably gonna be better than this one.
And
always go.
This is the best. This is my favorite one. But all of the stuff that's on here is on all the other ones. So I don't want anybody to think it's on all the other albums. It's all there.
Yeah.
When do you think the next album will be? Because I know you said before like 9 months and all that, but do you have like an actual date or anything, or you don't want to give that away?
I'm gonna have some singles dropping this in the the end of the winter, early spring. I'm dropping an album again for sure. I'm gonna go August, September area. That's where I usually drop. Nice, comfortable time of the year for me. So that's
what's up. And you said your wife made the
Shout out to the wifey. Rose Gold Sideshow Tylt. These are on sale. We got them for sale, $20 right now.
Oh, I'm about to cop.
Necks, I got the long sleeves. I got the t-shirts. We got them in black and we got them in white. This is cream color white. I like this job.
Yeah.
About to cop for sure.
Man.
For sure. Anything else that you got coming, like besides music? Any other projects you're working on? Anything else you want to get?
Shout out my AAU basketball team, Sharks Elite Basketball. Right now I'm coaching girls basketball at the school. Shout out them.
This man here, bro.
Shout out my math class, man. My math class is doing well. I got something else. I'm missing something. Shout out my daughter, Cece. Overall, man, my biggest message is don't be absent in it. If you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Have a presence in it and do it.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it,
that's the one,
do
man.
it.
That's
just
one.
do it.
But
just
shoot,
do
man,
it.
tell the audience where they can follow you, reach you.
Oh, yeah, man. Instagram at Sideshow_TYLT. TikTok at Sideshow Tylt, TYLT. YouTube official Sideshow TYLT. It's Sideshow Tylt on everything, man. Follow me on everything. Shout out to you on everything.
Yes, sir.
Man. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go stream the Lofi Vibe Show. Make sure y'all go get the whole catalog. We definitely are going to have everything in the link, the descriptions, all that's going to be in the link. Y'all going to be able to find that and click on it.
Hey, and use Apple because I'm hearing for independent artists, it's hard to get paid. I ain't gonna say what I want to say because I don't want Spotty to go ahead and blackball me.
Right.
I'm hearing some things, so just go ahead stream that on Amazon and you can buy it too.
Yes, sir.
But stream that on on Apple Music. That's where I'm gonna
definitely buy it.
Worth every penny, man.
It's December 25th is coming out on Bandcamp for sale. So all my albums are coming out on Bandcamp for sale.
Y'all,
you
listen,
that,
we're going to have to do this again because Bandcamp, that's the wave.
Yeah, man.
They not understanding. Bandcamp is the wave because I feel like if you have like a solid following, because Bandcamp, they allow you to like make your own price.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's better for you if you make your album $3, like it's better for you to get $3 rather than 10 cents off of however many goddamn streams. So man,
Bandcamp it's better to do both. You know what I mean? That's why I've always thought about doing like a delayed, release like that. But when I do it, I'm gonna do like a deluxe. So it's gonna be all 3 albums at once. You're gonna be able to buy it as a Christmas present. You know what I'm saying? For
that's
a good price. Nothing crazy.
That's a good one, man.
Well, man, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. This was dope. This was the dopest conversation, man. I definitely want to do this again.
Oh, yeah, always, man. Anytime you guys want to have me on, man. Appreciate y'all for what y'all do for the city, for what y'all do for artists, and for podcasting in general, man. This is a dope setup. This is a dope situation y'all got going on. I appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Everything you do as well. Right back at you.
Yes, sir.
Shining thing.
All right, y'all. We out.
Man.
TNT, we out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Tylt.